Hello YouTubers, today we're racing in the first head race of the season for me. First head race of the rowing season complete. Been a while, pre-season was long, and now we finally get out there to race. Pretty good race out there, don't know the results, won't know for a little bit because I've got to quickly cool down, get ready for the next head race of the season. So we're entered in multiple events today, so we're going to get back out on the water to do another race, but it's really good to get out there and race hard. Got a little bit of home court advantage. I know where to cut the corners, where to move. Doesn't mean I take the right lines, but at least I have an idea of where to go. So the piece itself was pretty good. I went down the course higher than I anticipated and felt like I could keep pushing. I find it quite difficult in head pieces to gauge the effort. It can feel very tough at the start and you think I've went too hard, but actually you've not. So it's really good to get out there and push hard and know for later on in the season for other events, for example, GB rowing trials, what the pacing feels like. So now, like I said, cooling down, we're gonna get back out onto the water. After a quick little break and a little bit of fuel, because remember, food is fuel, it's time to get on the water. Second race done. What a tough one. And we have finished racing for today. 2 head races, just over, I think it's 3.25k roughly, so around about 6.5k of racing today. Really good learning opportunity to get out there, not only, like I mentioned earlier, to get out there and race in a race opportunity, but also to learn from races back to back. So first race went out with a plan of keeping the rate around about 30-ish and keeping on pushing. The second one, obviously going to feel a little bit more tired, but the idea for me, especially when I got to the start, did a few bursts in the warm-up, I was feeling pretty good, so I wanted to, the initial plan was to rate higher and push harder, or at least push as hard as I could. But again, feeling a bit more confident as I went down to the start line, so started the first 500 or so pretty strong, a lot higher than the previous race, which was the plan, and then just tried to hold on to that as long as possible. And I was able to build on the first race into the second race as well, even though it was a second race and in theory should be that little bit tired. So it's a good sign for the fitness side of things as well. And for British Rowing Trials, it's a 2k on the Saturday and a 5k row on the Sunday, so erg on the Saturday. So I'm going to be not super fresh on the Sunday, and it's always good to sort of figure out, like I mentioned earlier, the pacing and what the pacing should feel like, which I have been not so good at before. So we're getting in a place where I know what the pacing feels like, the fitness levels are in a good place, the technique levels are getting better, so everything is coming together, but as always, we have to just do the best I can on the day and see where that puts me. I put myself in a place where I give myself the best opportunity to do the best I can. But that will be it for today's episode, Yam Squad. Hopefully you enjoyed it. A little bit different here on the Avon, getting some racing in. The race season has fully started now. See you in the next episode.